farmers, he is the CM of the factories, of the industries, he is the CM of the fishermen, and more importantly, he is the CM of the environment. Today we are celebrating Environment Day, and he, in his age, today from the airport and all, he has bicycled all the way to Novotel here, the venue here, 11 kilometers today, as an inspiration to the youth, as an inspiration to the society, that health and environment, no matter what walks of life we come from, whatever we do, health and environment are very integral parts for us and for future. So that is the kind of vision our Chief Minister has. And he has said in 2015 that he will make AP the leading exporter of seafood. And today it has come true, all thanks to the visionary leadership that he has given today. And today we are seeing, in collaboration, the NDA government, the double engine Sarkar, and Lokesh Anna is not here today, our most dynamic young minister from the state. He is in Moscow trying to get more investments into Andhra Pradesh. And he very famously says that the Namo combination is not just Narendra Modi. Namo combination is the Naidu-Modi combination. And the Naidu-Modi combination, which you are seeing in Andhra Pradesh here today, is doing miracles. Things which were supposed to be impossible are all becoming possible. Investments from across the world. Today, if 100 rupees FDI is coming into India, 25 rupees 3 paisa is coming into Andhra Pradesh. That is the strength that with which Andhra Pradesh is moving forward. And this has been possible because of the ease of doing business that our Prime Minister ji is promoting and the speed of doing business which our Chief Minister ji is promoting. So the combination, the powerful, deadly combination of Naidu ji and Modi ji is being seen in the spirit in Andhra Pradesh, and that is why we are able to transform in very little time. In the last 2 years itself, we have created quite a record number of investments and the number of policies that we have come in the state of Andhra Pradesh. And coming back to civil aviation. Civil aviation, when you say civil aviation, the first thing that comes to your mind is airports and the passengers. But I want to make you remember one interesting fact, that in 1932, J.R.D. Tata, who is considered the father of Indian civil aviation, he was the one who started the first commercial flight from Karachi to Mumbai. And when he did that flight in 1932, almost 96 years ago, he carried 25 kgs of airmail. He didn't carry passengers. So if you look at the roots of civil aviation, you will find that more than passengers, at our heart lies cargo. Cargo is the most important aspect of civil aviation. So that is why we want to bring back that core strength of civil aviation also. Now, thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister and his vision, from 2001 to 2014, 13 years, India could develop only 9 airports. 2001 to 2014, 13 years, India was developing 9 airports. But 2014 to 2026, we have developed more than 90 airports in this country. No country in the world, go to any part of this world, east, west, north, south, you will not find a single country in the last 12 years who have built a civil aviation infrastructure of more than 90 airports. That has been the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister. And what did it do? It has connected the length and breadth of this country so strongly, not only for people movement, but also for cargo movement. Now we are just taking examples of how mango, there is a huge domestic consumption, but in times of summer, our Indian mangoes are there in the supermarkets across the world. You name it, Australia, Japan, USA, you're finding this fresh variety of mangoes, Indian variety of mangoes across the world. And then you have the Shahi Lichis, my brother Chiragji and Lalanji would be knowing, which are from Bihar. We are transporting them across the country and across the world also. All the perishables and seafood exports, you are the witness for that, and how we are able to capitalize on the air cargo network that we have and how it has improved today and how we are able to promote it more and more in the international sectors also. So air cargo has come a long way. From fish sheets from Agartala, meat from Dimapur, crabs from Kolkata, vegetables from Bangalore, chilled fish from Chennai, dairy products from Coimbatore. There are numerous examples. Madurai Malliga, jasmine from Madurai, which is the most premium quality jasmine that you can get in the whole world, is being exported all the way to the Gulf and all the way to France, where they are making luxury colognes out of it. So this has the strength that the air cargo has given to our farmers, to our fishermen, to our producers, to our manufacturers on how to get our quality products or our quality materials across the world and give a real economic value to our society and our community. So we want to capitalize on that. We want to provide more support while increasing the civil aviation network. We are increasing at more than 10% every year. Thanks to the foundation our Honorable Prime Minister has laid, we are 165 airports strong network today, and we want to double it by Viksit Bharat 2047. We want to see more than 350 more airports coming, the network of 350 airports in the country. The thumb rule with which we are going is anywhere in the country, 2 hours distance or 150 kilometers, anywhere that you go, you should be able to get an aircraft from where you can reach anywhere in the world. It is with that idea that we want to develop air infrastructure in the country, and today we are doing exceptionally well, growing really exceptionally well. But one area we should strongly strengthen from our side is to focus on the air cargo network. And there are some interesting things that we want to do in terms of how do we ensure that this air cargo network becomes beneficial to the in ensuring last mile connectivity. So 3 concepts that we have is, one is to reduce the processing time that we have. When you're getting your product to the cargo terminal, usually the processing time is taking sometimes days or sometimes more than the required number of hours. So how do we reduce the dwell time that is there at our cargo exports? So for that, we are looking at improving the cargo infrastructure that we have. We want to have multi-stakeholder consultation with our own Bureau of Civil Aviation Security, Customs, and also Trade and Commerce. So multiple players who are involved in this sector, we want to sit down with them and cut down the processing time that it takes at the airports for us to get it to the airport and to load it into the airplane also. And reducing the cost. When it comes to air cargo, the cost is sometimes a very challenging task for them. So how do you reduce the cost that it takes for air cargo? And the third and most important thing is to increase the volumes. You want to get more people, you want to get more players into the basket so that the volumes increase. And also for the volumes to increase, what we need to do in other ways is to diversify our markets. We need to open up to more markets, open up to more sectors. So this is one top priority focus areas for the civil aviation in terms of air cargo. And within that, some of the systems that we are working on is the multimodal logistics system. We don't want to, just like I told you how PM sir is wanting us not to work in silos. He wants to collaborate and complement along with other departments. So we are looking at multimodal connectivity. If there is a pond somewhere, if there is a manufacturing unit somewhere within the inland, somewhere which is not close to the airport, then utilizing the road network or the rail network or the port and the airport network, how do you complement each other so that ultimately the benefit goes to that benefit goes to the product in reaching the right market at the right time. And more than that, we have reworked our transshipment policy. I don't know how much have you looked into the air cargo transport in the country, but there was some specific feedback that we got on air transshipment policy, where I-to-I or D-to-I, domestic to international, international to international, when it's passing through India, then when it is coming into India and going to some other local destination or an international destination, our people at the airport and the cargo terminal, they were stripping everything off, getting everything verified, x-rayed, checked, scanned, and then packing everything, where we were losing a lot of precious time, which is very important for air cargo. So today, we have come up with a reform where we are not going to do it for certain countries, certain friendly countries, certain accepted countries, and it is going to be a smooth sailing for all the cargo and transshipment, which is taken as a very important reform by the cargo industry. So that is one step we are doing. Another interesting one, which I want all of you also to focus upon, is the air freight station policy. We already had it. We had some inputs from our PhD also recently when we were talking about it. Air freight station policy, generally when you want to use air cargo, you're getting all the products to the airport and you're utilizing the services at the cargo terminal at the airport, packing it, checking it, customs clearance, weigh bills, everything is being done there. Then you're loading it onto the aircraft. But this policy is such an excellent policy where you can pick up that cargo terminal which is sitting inside the airport. You can put it anywhere in the country. Anywhere in the country, right next to your factory also you can have it. This is what is called the air freight station. We will provide the customs. We will provide the machinery. We will provide the process, everything. so that you can pack everything there the way it should go into the plane, and then the only thing that is left for you is to transport it to the cargo terminal which is nearest to you. So this is a great advantage that you have, and I would like to put it in the notice of our Chief Minister also, because he is trying to do a lot of horticulture hub in Anantapur area, and then we have the Godavari basin and the Godavari belt also, sea coast, which has a lot of this aquaculture production. So one air freight station which is dedicatedly put for this fisheries and seafood exports, and one probably for horticulture in these areas would actually cut down the transport times that you would have if you're trying to send your product to different longer destinations and especially international destinations. And air freight station combined with the quarantine center that we have talked about, I think is a very deadly combination that the Andhra can have in the future. And I would commit myself from my side that in setting up these air freight stations in our state, I will definitely do my best and collaborate with the state government in putting it forward. And one other vision, taking a page from our Prime Minister, he has started one district, one product. Now, converting it into civil aviation, we have started one airport, one product. There are so many airports. Out of 160 airports, we have 74 which have cargo terminals. And each of these cargo terminal assisted airports, they have some product which is of the most value, not only within the country, but outside the country. Taking from Northeast also. We have 17 airport network in the Northeast, which was unbelievable in one point of time, but Modi ji has made it possible. Each and every state has this special product. So I want our airports to specialize those cargo operations in that product. Not that restricting it to only that product, but streamline it. Make it a cluster. Make it beneficial for that area. So one airport, one product is another idea that we are proposing. And definitely seafood exports, we'll try to see within Andhra or somewhere which makes sense. Let us create one airport which dedicatedly works around the seafood exports so that we specialize, we innovate, we use the technology, and we give the benefit to the fisherman and the farmer producer also. And the fifth thing that we are looking at is in India, till now we have seen airports as airports. Now we are coming up with the concept of cargo airports also. Cargo airports, the first one of its kind is coming up in Dholera, and yesterday we had the first flight also, testing flight have landed, and it is going to be one of the best cargo terminals you would have seen, not only in the country but in the world. It has been always the vision of our Prime Minister that the cargo, the production, the mission manufacturing that we see in the country, that we want to see in the country, would only strive when you are able to send the products that are built in the country, let it be chips or let it be potato chips or semiconductor chips, whatever it is, whatever is being done in India, it has to go around the world in the right time to the right place. So for that, cargo airports is another vision that we are picking up. We want to build them in such a way that they can work as in hub and spokes models. And there are some other places also. Someone was talking about Chile. Santiago, Chile has almost 60 to 65% of Atlantic salmon is being transported from that one single airport. Not that Santiago airport nearby area is only producing that Atlantic salmon. They have many coastal cities there. They have worked out a way where everything comes to that airport, and from that airport they have specialized in transporting this to all the international destinations. So that cargo style of airport we need to bring here. Not only here, Bhogapuram will also have a nice cargo terminal. Jewar will also have a cargo terminal. Noida, second airport for the NCR region. Navi Mumbai is also having a good one. And then there are many other airports where we want to build these cargo terminals, which will also boost this up. And PM Gati Shakti vision is something which has been driving this whole process for us. And we want to take more and more cargo into our air network, because right now most of it is being sent in the ocean network. But I'll give you another statistic. 95 to 98% in terms of volume is being done by ocean cargo. 95 to 98%. And the value, commercial value, when it translated, is coming out to be 70%. And 2% to 5% is handled by air cargo, but the commercial value of that is 30%. So even if we are doing in terms of volumes, we are doing less, the value that air cargo creates, because you are sending it in a very specific amount of time and you are sending those quality products, perishable products to the right place. So the value that it's creating is 30% of the entire this thing. So from my side, I would propose that Ministry of Civil Aviation is ready to assist in the seafood exports, not only within the country, but outside the country. Any good reforms that this discussion comes out with, we will be able to assist you more better way. So once again, I would like to thank each and everyone who has come here to participate in this. And I would like to state the whole of government approach again, where all of us have combinedly come together just to show you that we are concerned about seafood exports. We want to support it more. We want it to strive more, and we want it to become one of the best industries across the world. With that, my best wishes to all the stakeholders here, and who are all looking very confident for the future also. This government, NDA Sarkar, the double engine Sarkar is committed. Now you're seeing that all the coastlines are pretty much comfortable with the double engine Sarkar. And I would also like you to see West Bengal also. Now West Bengal has come into that fold, and there are a lot of opportunities already coming up. I've seen the Chief Minister there also exploring a lot of aquaculture related activities. So one more market, someone was saying कि हमें ज़मीन दे दो, हम वो करेंगे, तो हम ज़मीन के साथ पानी भी आपको देंगे, तो आप जो करना है वो करिए, हम पूरी तरह से आपको सपोर्ट करने के लिए हैं. So once again, my sincere congratulations to each and every one of you, and thank you for making me a part of this wonderful summit. Thank you. Jai Hind.
बहुत बहुत आभार ऑनरेबल यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ सिविल एविएशन श्री किंजरापु राम मोहन नायडू जी, उनके इस प्रेरक संबोधन के लिए, उनके विजन के लिए और उनके सहयोग के लिए. दिव्य सज्जनों, जिनकी पहल और मार्गदर्शन में इस बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण राष्ट्रीय यानी नेशनल वर्कशॉप का आयोजन किया गया है, ऐसे माननीय केंद्रीय मत्स्य पालन, पशुपालन, डेयरी और पंचायती राज मंत्री श्री राजीव रंजन सिंह जी एलियास ललन सिंह जी से मैं इस अवसर पर निवेदन करूंगा. आप सबकी करतल ध्वनि के साथ ये निवेदन होगा कि वे इस अवसर पर अपने संबोधन के लिए पधारें, हम सबका मार्गदर्शन करें. माननीय श्री राजीव रंजन सिंह जी एलियास ललन सिंह जी.
आंध्र प्रदेश के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी, हमारे साथी और सहयोगी वाणिज्य मंत्री माननीय पीयूष गोयल जी, नागरिक उड्डयन मंत्री किंजरापु राम मोहन नायडू जी, खाद्य प्रसंस्करण उद्योग मंत्री चिराग पासवान जी, आंध्र प्रदेश सरकार के मत्स्य पालन मंत्री किंजरापु अच्छा नायडू जी, प्रभारी मंत्री यहां विशाखापट्टनम के डॉक्टर डोला श्री बाला बिरांजन स्वामी जी, राज्यसभा के माननीय सांसद बी मस्तान राव जी, फिशरी सचिव श्री अभिलक्ष लेखी जी और वाणिज्य मंत्रालय के अतिरिक्त सचिव अजय भट्टू जी, इस कार्यशाला में आए हुए सभी एक्सपोर्टर्स, प्रोसेसर्स, स्टार्टअप्स के प्रतिनिधि, एमएसएमईज के प्रतिनिधि, सभी हितधारकगण और अन्नमान गणमान्य लोग. फिशरी सेक्टर पर आज एक कार्यशाला का आयोजन है और मुख्य तौर पर हम अपने निर्यात को कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं उस पर चर्चा कर रहे हैं. यह फिशरी सेक्टर एक ऐसा सेक्टर है, मत्स्य पालन का क्षेत्र, जिसमें लगभग 3 करोड़ सीधे तौर पर जो मछुआरे भाई हैं, जो मत्स्य पालक हैं, ये सभी 3 करोड़ लोगों की आजीविका पूर्णतः इस क्षेत्र पर निर्भर है और 10 करोड़ से ज्यादा लोग पशुपालन के साथ जुड़े. तो ये मत्स्य पालन और पशुपालन विभाग जो है, ये 13 करोड़ लोगों की आजीविका सीधे तौर पर प्रदान करती है और उसके अलावा इसके पूरे चेन सिस्टम को अगर आप देखेंगे तो एक बड़ी संख्या है, करोड़ों करोड़ों संख्या है. तो मतलब 14-15 करोड़ की आबादी को यह क्षेत्र प्रभावित करता है. इस क्षेत्र पर आजादी के बाद से किसी ने कोई ध्यान नहीं दिया था. जब 2014 में आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने इस देश की सत्ता संभाली तो उनका इस क्षेत्र पर ध्यान गया और इस क्षेत्र की जो नेग्लेक्ट किया गया था उसको उन्होंने आगे बढ़ाने का काम किया। 2014 में उन्होंने ब्लू रिवॉल्यूशन शुरू किया, उसके बाद FIDF चलाया, फिर प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा योजना चलाया, फिर PMKSSY योजना चलाई और इन सारी योजनाओं के साथ साथ उनको लगा कि ये कृषि मंत्रालय के साथ ये पूरा मंत्रालय जुड़ा था। उनको लगा कि ये कृषि मंत्रालय के साथ इस मंत्रालय में पूरे तौर पर जो इतनी बड़ी आबादी है जो आजीविका निर्भर है उसका कल्याण नहीं हो सकता, और इसलिए 2019 में उन्होंने कृषि विभाग से निकालकर मत्स्य पालन और पशुपालन डेयरी मंत्रालय को अलग मंत्रालय उन्होंने बनाने का काम किया। और जब अलग मंत्रालय बनाने का काम किया और उसके बाद जो काम शुरू हुआ, तो आज हम आपको बता दें कि पूरे दुनिया के अंदर, पूरे विश्व में जो मछली का उत्पादन है उसमें 8.8% हिस्सेदारी हमारे देश की है। हमारे देश की 8% हिस्सेदारी। आज पूरे दुनिया का जो मत्स्य उत्पादन है वो 223.2 मिलियन टन है, और उस 223.2 मिलियन टन में हमारे देश का जो हिस्सेदारी है वो 19.7 मिलियन टन है, जो मछली का है और सीवीड का है। तो ये हमारा प्रयास आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जो किया उसका ये परिणाम है आज हमको देखने को मिल रहा। और यही नहीं, सिर्फ योजना उन्होंने नहीं चलाया, योजना के साथ साथ उन्होंने 39,000 से ज्यादा करोड़ रुपए का निवेश इन्वेस्टमेंट भी इस सेक्टर में उन्होंने किया। आपको पता है जब प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी 2014 में जब इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री बने थे, उस समय पूरे देश के मछली का उत्पादन 95.7 लाख टन था सिर्फ। और 11 वर्षों में जो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का प्रयास है 24-25 में वह 95.7 लाख टन बढ़ के 197.7 लाख टन हो गया। 106% की वृद्धि 11 वर्षों में हुई। तो आप सोचिए, आजादी के बाद से 2014 तक और 11 साल 106% की वृद्धि हुई। और इस पूरे उत्पादन में 76% योगदान है इनलैंड स्टेट्स का। इनलैंड स्टेट्स का 76% उत्पाद है, लेकिन एक्सपोर्ट में इनलैंड स्टेट्स का कंट्रीब्यूशन मात्र 2%। अब आज की एक कार्यशाला जो आज और कल के लिए है उसमें कोस्टल स्टेट्स के जो एक्सपोर्ट्स हैं उनको तो हम बढ़ाना चाहते ही हैं, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ हम इनलैंड स्टेट्स में भी एक्सपोर्ट को प्रमोट करने के लिए इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं। उसके लिए आज ये वर्कशॉप है, कार्यशाला है। इनलैंड स्टेट्स का प्रोडक्शन 147%, पूरे देश का प्रोडक्शन 106% बढ़ा, और सिर्फ इनलैंड स्टेट्स का प्रोडक्शन 147% बढ़ा पिछले 11 साल। 2013-14 में मात्र 61 लाख टन था, जो आज 2024-25 में बढ़ के 153 लाख टन हो गया है। तो यह है। अब उसके साथ साथ हमारा एक्सपोर्ट भी बढ़ा, और एक्सपोर्ट भी बढ़ा, जिसको आज हम लोग और आगे ऊंचाइयों तक ले जाने के लिए चर्चा करने के लिए बैठे हैं। 2013-14 में, आजादी के बाद से 2013-14 तक जो हमारा निर्यात था, हमारा एक्सपोर्ट था फीस का, वो मात्र 30,000 करोड़ रुपए था, और 11 साल के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के प्रयास के कारण और जो उन्होंने योजनाएं चलाई, जो निवेश किया उन्होंने, उसका परिणाम हुआ कि 2024-25 में हमारा एक्सपोर्ट डबल 30,213 करोड़ से बढ़ के 62,408 करोड़ रुपए हो गया था। 11 साल में दोगुनी की वृद्धि हुई। उसके बाद 2025 में यूएस ने एक भारी टैरिफ लगाया, 58.5% का टैरिफ लगाया, 8%, 55.8% का टैरिफ लगा। हम सब लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़ी चुनौती थी। इट वॉज ए चैलेंज फॉर अस कि हम अपने एक्सपोर्ट के मार्केट को कैसे मेंटेन कर पाए। और उसके बाद जो हम लोगों ने प्रयास किया, विशाखापट्टनम में आज हम जो कार्यशाला का आयोजित कर रहे हैं, यह दूसरा कार्यशाला है। इसके पहले भी एक बार हम लोगों ने यहां एक्सपोर्टर्स के साथ बैठक करके प्रारंभ में ही एक्सपोर्ट को कैसे प्रमोट किया जाए, उसके लिए हम लोग बैठक कर चुके थे। हम लोगों ने एक्सपोर्टर्स की मीटिंग की, हम लोगों ने इन्वेस्टर्स की मीटिंग की, हम लोगों ने वैल्यू एड के साथ जुड़े जितने स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं उनके साथ बैठक की। हम लोगों ने मत्स्य मंथन शिविर चलाया, जो अलग अलग स्टेट्स में हम लोगों ने चलाया। हम लोगों ने जो ग्लोबल मार्केट है, ग्लोबल मार्केट के साथ हम कैसे अपनी पहुंच को बनाएं, इसके लिए हम लोगों ने प्रयास किया। और इस सब का परिणाम हुआ कि आज हमारा एक्सपोर्ट बढ़ गया। और इसमें सबसे बड़ा योगदान इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी का, जिन्होंने इस बीच में लगातार प्रयास करके 15 देशों के साथ एफटीए किया और कई और देशों के साथ एफटीए चर्चा में है, जो शीघ्र आने वाला है। रूस, इटली, दक्षिण कोरिया, इंडोनेशिया, आइसलैंड और थाईलैंड के साथ हम लोगों ने बाइलेटरल सहयोग के लिए वार्ता की। 39 कंट्रीज के साथ, 39 कंट्रीज के एम्बेसडर्स के साथ राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस करके हम लोगों ने हमारे एक्सपोर्ट के मार्केट को अपने देश में उत्साहित करने के लिए उनके साथ चर्चा की। और इस सब का परिणाम है कि आज हमारा एक्सपोर्ट यूएस टैरिफ की चुनौती के बाद भी हमारा एक्सपोर्ट लगभग 73,000 करोड़ रुपए पहुंच गया। 73,000 करोड़ रुपए पहुंच गया। तो ये सब कंट्रीब्यूशन है। और जो एक्सपोर्ट है हमारा झींगा, मुख्य तौर पर हमारे झींगा का, श्रिम्प का एक्सपोर्ट मार्केट है पूरी दुनिया में। आज हम 39 जो हमारा 73,000 करोड़ रुपए का जो हमारा एक्सपोर्ट है, उसमें 49,037.93 करोड़ रुपया का कंट्रीब्यूशन श्रिम्प का है, जिसका सबसे ज्यादा जो श्रिम्प का एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है वो इस आंध्र प्रदेश से हो रहा है। और इसलिए हम आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी को इस बात के लिए बधाई देते हैं कि आपका जो प्रदेश है उस देश की अर्थव्यवस्था में बहुत बड़ा योगदान कर रहा है और लगभग 40,000 करोड़ रुपए का एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है। यह विशाखापट्टनम का जो बंदरगाह है, यह बंदरगाह सबसे ज्यादा एक्सपोर्ट पूरे ग्लोबल मार्केट में एक्सपोर्ट करने के लिए उपयोग होता है। और इसलिए हम लोगों ने विशाखापट्टनम को चुना कि यहां हम लोग बैठ के इस कार्यशाला का आयोजन करेंगे और सारे देश के जो एक्सपोर्टर्स हैं, जो स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, सबको यहां बुला के उनसे चर्चा करेंगे। और जो हमारा एक्सपोर्ट 11,000 करोड़ रुपए का लगभग बढ़ा, उसके लिए कोई सिर्फ सरकार की क्रेडिट नहीं है। हम सिर्फ क्रेडिट नहीं लेना चाहते, इसमें बहुत बड़ा क्रेडिट हमारे एक्सपोर्टर्स को है। हमारे एक्सपोर्टर्स ने मार्केट तलाश किया, हमारे एक्सपोर्टर्स ने मेहनत किया, हमारे प्रोसेसर्स ने मेहनत किया, हमारे मछुआरा भाइयों ने पूरी मेहनत करके जो कैच किया, उसका परिणाम है फिश फार्मर्स का कंट्रीब्यूशन है। तो हम सबको जो आज इस देश की अर्थव्यवस्था में आपने जो योगदान दिया है, उसके लिए हम सब आपको हृदय से धन्यवाद देते हैं और हृदय से बधाई देते हैं कि आपकी मेहनत के कारण हुआ। हमारे लिए यह खूबी है, हमारे देश की यह खूबी है और खास करके प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की यह खूबी है कि जब कोई चुनौती आती है, कोई चैलेंज आता है, तो उस चैलेंज में वो अवसर तलाशते हैं, उस चुनौती के बीच से वो अवसर तलाशते हैं। और जब अवसर तलाशते हैं, एक कहावत है हम लोग के यहां, जहां चाह वहां राह। अगर पूरे मन से किसी चीज की इच्छा व्यक्त की गई, चाहा गया, तो उसका रास्ता भी निकलता है। तो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी जो प्रयास किया, उसके कारण आज पूरे विश्व के बाजार में हमारे मछली के उत्पाद की स्वीकारता, एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी बढ़ी है। हम इसके लिए अपने एक्सपोर्टर्स को बधाई देते हैं और धन्यवाद देते हैं। आज भारत में ने यूरोप में अमेरिका ने टैरिफ लगाया, यूएस टैरिफ लगा, लेकिन आज हमारे एक्सपोर्टर्स ने यूरोप में, जापान में, दक्षिण पूर्व एशिया में, चीन जैसे बाजारों में अपनी मजबूत स्थिति दर्ज की है और अपनी मजबूत स्थिति के दम पर आज हम 73,000 करोड़ रुपए के एक्सपोर्ट पर पहुंचे हैं। ये हमारे एक्सपोर्टर्स का कंट्रीब्यूशन है। सरकार ने एक्सपोर्ट्स को बढ़ाने के लिए भी कई तरह के उपाय किए हैं जो वैश्विक बाजार के लिए आवश्यक था। जैसे हमने यूएस मैरिन मैमल कंपैटिबिलिटी का अनुमोदन किया, हम लोगों ने टर्टल एक्सक्लूडर डिवाइस को बढ़ावा दिया, हमने एंटीबायोटिक्स के कंट्रोल को नियंत्रित करने का, एंटीबायोटिक्स के यूज को कंट्रोल करने का हम लोगों ने नियंत्रित करने का प्रयास किया और हम लोगों ने नेशनल ट्रेसेबिलिटी फ्रेमवर्क तैयार किया और उसी का परिणाम है कि आज हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। भारत सरकार ने आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से अनुमोदन प्राप्त करके हम लोगों ने ईजेड में और हाई सी में, ईजेड और हाई सी में फिशिंग करने के लिए हम लोगों ने गाइडलाइन जारी किया 2025 में। हम लोगों ने ईजेड के अंतर्गत लगभग एक्सेस पास लॉन्च किया बरावल में जाकर गुजरात में, वहां हम लोगों ने किया और लगभग 6,000 के करीब एक्सेस पास आज ईजेड में फिशिंग के लिए दिया जा चुका है। हाई सी में फिशिंग के लिए भी हम लोग तैयार हो रहे हैं और हम समझते हैं कि अगले महीने हम लोग हाई सी में भी फिशिंग के लिए जो लेटर ऑफ ऑथराइजेशन है वो हम लोग जारी करने की स्थिति में हो जाएंगे और हम लोग जब जारी करेंगे तो उसके बाद हमारा एक्सपोर्ट और हाई वैल्यू फीस के कैच पर बढ़ेगा। जैसे अभी सेक्रेटरी साहब बता रहे थे कि लक्षद्वीप में और अंडमान निकोबार द्वीप में हम लोगों ने फ्रेमवर्क तैयार किया है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलप किया फिशिंग के लिए। कोई इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर न लक्षद्वीप में था और न अंडमान निकोबार में था, उसको भी हम लोगों ने डेवलप किया। अंडमान में भी और लक्षद्वीप में भी हम लोगों ने एक्सपोर्टर्स को आमंत्रित किया और आज काफी संख्या में एक्सपोर्टर्स वहां अपनी यूनिट लगा रहे हैं, अंडमान में भी, लक्षद्वीप में भी। लक्षद्वीप में हम लोगों ने सीवीड को बढ़ावा देने के लिए किया और इसलिए एक्सपोर्ट को ध्यान में रखते हुए हम लोग जो पीएमएमएसवाई प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा 2 जो 16वें वित्त आयोग की साइकिल में हम लोग तैयार कर रहे हैं, उसमें हमारा मुख्य ध्यान एक्सपोर्ट ओरिएंटेड पॉलिसी पर है, एक्सपोर्ट ओरिएंटेड पॉलिसी और इन्वेस्टमेंट पर है और लगभग 21,000 करोड़ रुपए का प्रावधान हम लोगों ने उसमें किया है। हम लोग और इसको के नेटवर्क को बढ़ाने का काम करेंगे। तो इसलिए आज इस कार्यशाला में आज और कल चर्चा होगी। आप में से कई लोगों के विचार आएंगे, आप में से कई लोग अपने विचार देंगे, क्या सुधार करना है, क्या संशोधन करना है। इसलिए कि मुझको अपना अनुभव है कि यूएस टैरिफ लगने के बाद जो हमने एक्सपोर्टर्स के साथ अलग अलग बैठकें की और उस बैठकों में जो सुझाव आए उसके कारण हमको सुविधा हुई, हम उसके आधार पर नीतियां बनाने में कामयाब हुए, हम उसके आधार पर कार्रवाई करने में कामयाब हुए और उसका परिणाम आज हमको देखने को मिला है। हमारा यह भी लक्ष्य है कि अगले 5 साल में हमारा वैल्यू एडिशन जो आज 11% पर है, उसको 25 से 30% पर ले जाएंगे। हम चाइना में 29% या 28% है, हम चाइना के बराबर वैल्यू एडिशन प्रोडक्ट करके पूरे दुनिया के बाजार में छा जाएंगे। ये हम लोगों का लक्ष्य है और उस लक्ष्य को लेके हम लोग आज काम कर रहे हैं। हम लोगों का यह भी प्रयास है कि इनलैंड स्टेट्स को भी एक्सपोर्ट के साथ जोड़ा जाए और उसको जोड़ करके एक्सपोर्ट के साथ फ्रेमवर्क तैयार किया। हमने कल ही सेक्रेटरी साहब को कहा है कि अगले 1 महीना के अंदर कई इनलैंड स्टेट्स हैं, कई इनलैंड स्टेट्स में अनुभव नहीं है कि हमको एक्सपोर्ट करने के लिए, चूंकि उन्होंने कभी एक्सपोर्ट में उनका पार्टिसिपेशन नहीं रहा, तो उनका कई राज्य सरकारों का फीडबैक है कि हमको बताइए कि हमको एक्सपोर्ट को प्रमोट करने के लिए क्या क्या करना है। मैंने कल ही कहा है सेक्रेटरी को कि आप 1 महीना के अंदर आप एक एसओपी बना के और पूरे इनलैंड स्टेट्स को जारी करिए कि इस एसओपी के आधार पर आप तैयारी करिए और उस तैयारी के साथ आप एक्सपोर्ट को आगे बढ़ाने का काम करिए। सी फूड एक्सपोर्ट की यह कार्यशाला जो वर्कशॉप है, वो हम समझते हैं, हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि वैल्यू एडेड उत्पाद सर्टिफिकेशन, ट्रेसेबिलिटी के माध्यम से एक्सपोर्ट को हम और कैसे आगे बढ़ा सकें, इस पर ध्यान केंद्रित करके और स्टार्टअप्स और एमएसएमईज को हम कैसे इस पूरे चेन के साथ जोड़ें, इस एक्सपोर्ट के चेन के साथ कैसे जोड़ें, इस पर उनको ध्यान देने की आवश्यकता है और इस पर चर्चा होगी। और जब आज भी होगा सेकंड हाफ में, कल भी है सेशन, टेक्निकल सेशन, तो हम आपसे आग्रह करेंगे कि आप अपने सुझाव, अपने परामर्श दीजिए ताकि हम उन परामर्शों के साथ हम आगे बढ़ सकें। अब आंध्र प्रदेश में हम आए हैं और माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी यहां उपस्थित हैं, हम उनका विशेष तौर पर धन्यवाद देना चाहते हैं, इसलिए कि हमने उनसे आग्रह किया कि आप इस कार्यशाला का उद्घाटन करिए और उन्होंने हमारे उस आग्रह को स्वीकार किया और स्वीकार करके आज यहां आए हैं। हम विशेष तौर पर उनको धन्यवाद देना चाहते हैं इस बात के लिए। आज आंध्र प्रदेश हमारा सबसे बड़ा उत्पादक है, हमारे फिशरी सेक्टर का सबसे बड़ा प्रोड्यूसर आंध्र प्रदेश है। मछली और झींगा, फिश और श्रिम्प दोनों मिलाकर हम आज 50 लाख टन जो टोटल हमारा प्रोडक्शन है, उसमें 50 लाख टन आंध्र प्रदेश का कंट्रीब्यूशन है। पूरे देश का जो मछली उत्पादन है, फिश प्रोडक्शन है, उसका 40% आंध्र प्रदेश आज उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है। विशाखापट्टनम में हम यहां हैं, विशाखापट्टनम बंदरगाह से निर्यात को जो बढ़ावा मिल रहा है और खास करके श्रिम्प और मछली का, तो ये विशाखापट्टनम बंदरगाह आज सबसे बड़ा बंदरगाह है पूरे देश भर में, जहां से हम एक्सपोर्ट को आगे बढ़ाने का काम कर रहे हैं। और आंध्र प्रदेश के साथ तो एक खूबी है कि पूरा जो कोस्टल इलाका है आंध्र प्रदेश का, वो 974 किलोमीटर्स में पूरा कोस्टल इलाका फैला हुआ है। और फिश और मैरीन फिशरीज और जो ट्रेडिशनल फिश है, इस दोनों में बड़े पैमाने पर आंध्र प्रदेश में यह काम किया जाता है। हम सिर्फ श्रिम्प की बात नहीं करें, रेहू, कतला, मृगल जैसी फिश स्पेसीज भी आंध्र प्रदेश में बड़े पैमाने पर किया जा रहा है। लगभग 15 लाख लोगों की आजीविका आंध्र प्रदेश में आज फिशरी सेक्टर पर निर्भर है। और इसके लिए, इसी को ध्यान में रख के हम लोगों ने पीएमएमएसवाई में 2421 करोड़ रुपए की योजनाएं यहां स्वीकृत की है, जिसमें हैचरी है, फीड मिल है, कोल्ड स्टोरेज है, बायोफ्लॉक है, बीएस है, केज कल्चर है, रिटेल फिश मार्केट्स है, डीप सी फिशिंग वेसल्स है। इन सारे चीजों में हम लोगों ने इन्वेस्ट किया है और आगे भी जो भी आवश्यकता होगी हम लोग आंध्र प्रदेश को सहयोग करने के लिए कमिटेड हैं। हम लोग आंध्र प्रदेश को सहयोग करने के लिए तैयार हैं और इसके साथ कई योजनाएं हैं आंध्र प्रदेश की जिसका मॉडर्नाइजेशन हम लोग कर रहे हैं। जैसे मैं आपको बता दूं कि काकीनाडा में एक फिशिंग हार्बर है जो बहुत पुराना हार्बर है। उस हार्बर के मॉडर्नाइजेशन के लिए और उसको स्मार्ट हार्बर में डेवलप करने के लिए हम लोगों ने 72.42 करोड़ रुपया अभी 4 दिन पहले स्वीकृत किया है काकीनाडा में। और इसके साथ साथ अभी हमारी बात हुई माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी से। मैंने उनको कहा है कि आप आंध्र प्रदेश में जगह हमको उपलब्ध करा दीजिए। नेशनल फिशरी डेवलपमेंट बोर्ड के सीईओ को हम निर्देशित कर चुके हैं कि जैसे ही आपको जगह मिले नेशनल फिशरी डेवलपमेंट बोर्ड का आप रीजनल ऑफिस आंध्र प्रदेश के लिए स्थापित करिए ताकि आंध्र के किसानों को पूरा सहयोग आप दे सकिए, उनको प्रशिक्षण दे सकिए, उनको ट्रेंड कर सकिए। आगे की आपकी जो योजना है उसके आधार पर आप उनको प्रशिक्षित करके और एक्सपोर्ट को प्रमोट करने का काम कीजिए। तो इसलिए हम पुनः आंध्र प्रदेश के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी को धन्यवाद देते हुए और आप सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स का स्वागत और अभिनंदन करते हुए हम अपनी बात समाप्त करते हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत आभार माननीय श्री राजीव रंजन सिंह जी, एलियास ललन सिंह जी, माननीय केंद्रीय मत्स्य पालन, पशुपालन, डेयरी और पंचायती राज मंत्री महोदय का, उनके उद्बोधन के लिए, उनके मार्गदर्शन के लिए, उनके विजनरी लीडरशिप के लिए देवियों सचरों। May I now request Honorable Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Shri Piyush Goyal ji, for his address and his guidance to all of us on this occasion. आदरणीय पीयूष गोयल जी से निवेदन करूंगा कि वे अपने संबोधन से हम सबका मार्गदर्शन करें। माननीय मंत्री महोदय।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हम सबके बीच उपस्थित आंध्र प्रदेश के बहुत ही लोकप्रिय कर्तृत्ववान मुख्यमंत्री और मेरे बहुत ही घनिष्ठ मित्र माननीय श्री चंद्रबाबू नायडू गारू, आज के इस कार्यक्रम के निर्माता, जिनका दिल मत्स्य इंडस्ट्री के लिए, पूरे क्षेत्र के लिए हमेशा धड़कता है, जो बार बार मेरे साथ भी बड़ा झगड़ा करते रहते हैं कि फिशरीज के लिए और कुछ करना है और क्या कर सकते हैं और थोड़ा जोर लगाना है। ऐसे हम सबके वरिष्ठ नेता और केंद्रीय मंत्री माननीय श्री राजीव रंजन सिंह जी, हमारे दोनों युवा नेता और युवा मंत्री माननीय श्री नायडू जी और पासवान जी, और ये दोनों हमारे सबसे हैंडसम मिनिस्टर हैं वहां पे, हसमुख, पूरे पार्लियामेंट में कोई पार्टी का कोई भी व्यक्ति हो, सब लोग इन दोनों के साथ घुल मिलकर बड़े अच्छी तरीके से, बड़े कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के एजेंडा को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। और जो माननीय नायडू जी ने बोला, राममोहन नायडू जी ने, सही बात है, ऐसा स्टेज माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी भी हैं, हमारे एनडीए अलायंस के सबसे वरिष्ठ नेताओं में से एक हैं, राजीव रंजन सिंह जी इस क्षेत्र के मंत्री, ऐसे 5 मंत्री एक साथ। आप कल्पना करिए कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की कितनी दूरदृष्टता होगी जब उन्होंने ये होल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट अप्रोच भारत में लागू किया। और मुझे खुशी है कि राजीव जी ने ये कार्यक्रम रखा जिसमें हमारे साथ माननीय श्री मस्तान जी भी उपस्थित हैं, मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट यहां से आंध्र प्रदेश से। हमारे साथ दोनों मंत्री, यहाँ के फिशरीज मंत्री माननीय श्री किंजरप्पू अच्छा नायडू जी, यहाँ के स्थानीय गार्डियन मिनिस्टर माननीय श्री दोला बालास्वामी जी उपस्थित हैं। दोनों विभाग फिशरीज और कॉमर्स दोनों के अधिकारियां हैं। अभिलाष लिखी जी जो बड़े संवेदनशीलता से इस क्षेत्र के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। अजय भादु जी कॉमर्स से एमपीडा देखते हैं और एक्सपोर्ट का प्रमोशन में लगे हैं। और देश भर से आए हुए जो सभी अधिकारी आज उपस्थित हैं, जो अलग अलग स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं। मैंने सुना लगभग 8-10 संस्थाएं एक्सपोर्ट या फिशरी सेक्टर्स की आज यहाँ पे एकत्रित हुई हैं। हमारे मत्स्य जो फार्मर्स हैं, जो फिशरमैन हैं, वो भी आज बड़ी संख्या में आए हैं। तो एक प्रकार से ये जो माननीय ललन सिंह जी कह रहे थे कार्यशाला, मैं तो इसको एक प्रकार से मंथन होता हुआ देख रहा हूं कि कैसे इस क्षेत्र की जो असीम संभावनाएं हैं उसको कैसे हम जमीनी स्तर पर उतारें। उसके लिए जो हम सब एकत्रित हुए, आप सभी को मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूं। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी, मेरे सहयोगी मंत्रियों को, सभी को बधाई देना चाहता हूं। सभी एक्सपोर्टर्स को, सभी फिशरमैन को, सभी प्रोसेसर्स को, सभी जो लॉजिस्टिक्स क्षेत्र से जुड़े हुए हमारे साथ हैं, हमारे यंग स्टार्टअप्स को, सभी को जो मिलकर आज की इस कार्यशाला में उपस्थित हुए हैं। और वास्तव में आज देश के कोने कोने से यहाँ पे लोग आए हैं, लगभग हर राज्य यहाँ पे रिप्रेजेंटेड है। तो मैं जब सोच रहा था कि क्या किया जाए, नमस्ते किया जाए या नमस्कारम किया जाए या वनक्कम बोला जाए या नमस्कार बोला जाए, पश्चिम बंगाल तक जाता है, या मेरे गुजरात के भाइयों को केम छो बोलूं या महाराष्ट्र के लोगों को जय महाराष्ट्र बोलूं। सभी कोस्टल स्टेट्स यहाँ पे उपस्थित हैं। और जैसा ललन सिंह जी ने कहा, मत्स्य सिर्फ कोस्टल स्टेट्स की धरोहर नहीं है, लैंडलॉक स्टेट्स में तो बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे संभावनाएं आगे बढ़ाने की, और आज वो भी सब यहाँ पे आए हुए हैं। तो सभी जो देश भर के हमारे साथी मित्र आए हैं, सबका स्वागत तो करता ही हूं, पर सबका मैं साधुवाद भी करता हूं आपके काम के लिए, आपके योगदान के लिए, आपके मेहनत के लिए, और देश को विकसित भारत 2047 तक लेके जाने की जो यात्रा में अभी अभी हमारे एक साथी ने बहुत ही प्रोत्साहन भरा हमें सबको उद्बोधन दिया। कैसे हम सब मिलके इस अमृत काल में देश को विकसित बनाना, देश को एक समृद्ध देश बनाना, देश को नई ऊंचाइयों तक लेके जाने के लिए हम अपना अपना काम करें। मैं कार्यशाला की पूरी प्रोग्राम देख रहा था। आज दोपहर को हम सब अलग अलग क्षेत्रों के प्रेजेंटेशंस भी देखेंगे कि क्या क्या सरकारी तौर पर आपके लिए योजनाएं उपलब्ध है। उसके बाद कल के जो टेक्निकल सेशंस है, जब उस पर नजर डाली तब ध्यान में आया कि इतना बढ़िया फिशरीज मंत्रालय ने एक प्रोग्राम क्यूरेट किया है, जिसमें शायद ये 2 दिवसीय बैठक में एक अच्छा रोड मैप आगे के आने वाले 10-12 सालों के लिए हम बनाकर ही यहां से सब प्रस्थान करेंगे। और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि ये एक माइलस्टोन इवेंट, एक यादगार 2 दिवसीय कार्यशाला रहेगी जो वर्षों तक लोगों को याद रहेगी कि यहाँ पे एक शुरुआत हुई थी, यहाँ पे एक संकल्पना हुई थी. The seeds were sown for the bright future of the fishery sector, and truly, as I come to this state of Andhra Pradesh, as I come in the august company of Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, a state which is full of possibilities, state full of opportunities, where the coastline has not just fed the nation, but has reached tables across the world. As I look around and see all the Matsya Veers, all the people who are contributing to this sector in such a big way, the warriors of the waters, I truly feel proud of your achievements and the achievements of our brothers and sisters, the farmers, the fishermen, who truly make this nation proud, the persons who make this nation self-reliant. I have come today after receiving the blessings of Lord Venkateshwara at Tirupati. And I find it very deeply fitting that I now stand before you, before the very people whose lives are bound to the waters. I don't know how many of you know this or remember this, but the first form that Lord Vishnu took was a Matsya avatar, as a fish. And it's so appropriate that we have assembled in the land of Tirupati Balaji, in the land of Lord Vishnu, with our fishermen here. Incidentally, today is also World Environment Day. What better day to come together than the World Environment Day? When I think about it, no community understands the environment more intimately and better than our fishermen. The fishermen who read the tide, who respect the breeding season, who fix a turtle exclusion device to his net so that turtles can be saved, who have a 60-day non-fishing season, not because there is a law, not because some of the Western countries introduced it in the last few years or last few centuries even, but since times immemorial. We go back thousands of years and we find in the ancient wisdom of India, of Mahabharata, our fishermen used to have a no fishing season thousands of years ago, so that fish could rebreed, fish could regenerate, we would not have overfishing, and we would regulate fishing in such a manner that we can meet the needs of everybody and don't become greedy. Mahatma Gandhi had said, nature provides enough to meet the needs of the world, but not the greed of some. And therefore, on World Environment Day, when we are all assembled, it's very appropriate that we pledge ourselves. On the one hand, we are all planting trees today, Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. On the other hand, we should all take a pledge that we will never overfish, we will not do unregulated fishing, we will not do illegal fishing, ever. And we are proud as a nation that till today, nobody has been able to cast a single allegation or ever allege that India indulges in any of these practices. Maybe some of the other countries who have been overfishing over the last few decades should take a lesson from India, should take a cue from our fishermen who are always conscious of the environment. Friends, we just heard some very good information from Lalan Singh ji about the growth of the fishing sector, particularly after the Fisheries Ministry was started in 2019 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. I have one more statistics which I would like to share with you. India used to export in the year 2013-14 about $5 billion worth of fish. $5 billion. Today, in the year ended 31st March, as was reported earlier in the speeches, we have exported $8.5 billion of marine products. That's a 70% growth. 70% growth. Now I would like to present to you comparable global figures. The global trade in the fisheries sector was about $150 billion in 2014. In the year 2024, it has reached 164 billion. Growth is 10%. We have achieved 70% growth in India and our exports compared to global growth of only 10%. Of course, in the year 22 and 23, there was a little spike. It went up, even at that time, it went up to $195 billion. So even that was not something earth-shattering. Even that was only 25-30% growth. But over a 10-year period, whereas India grew by 70% in our exports, the world has grown. Over the last 2 years, numbers, if we see 164 billion last year, in the year 25, it would probably be at best 170 billion by about 12-13%. That is the India growth story. That is the potential that all of you bring to the table. And it's very appropriate that we are meeting under the leadership of Chandrababu Naidu Garu, the state that provides the maximum fishing which go into exports, which is recognized and appreciated for the phenomenal work that it has done to promote fishing, our leading seafood exporter, and also a state which is today growing by leaps and bounds and demonstrating to the world how, despite so many challenges that were presented to the Chief Minister when he took charge 2 years ago. And by the way, the election results came only on 4th June 2024, by which all of us came into government. We are celebrating the last 2 years of the third term of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. 12 years of selfless service to Bharat, to the nation, under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. 25 years continuously as a head of government, first in the state of Gujarat, then in the state of, then in the country as Prime Minister of India. 25 years of uninterrupted, it's a record no other leader has in India. Uninterrupted, continuous service as head of a government without any break of a single day. 50 years of dedicated, committed, selfless service, unblemished track record of 50 years that Prime Minister Modi brings to the nation. And under his leadership, we are all truly empowered, truly feel blessed that together, with the support and blessings of all our stakeholders gathered here, we will take the country to newer heights. Because really what we have done so far is only scratching the surface. Imagine what potential India has. Would anybody in this room believe that we are anywhere near the potential that this great country has in the fisheries sector? With 5% of global sea trade, with value-added products at only about 12% of our production and exports, with our top 10 markets accounting for nearly 80% of our exports, I think we need to sit back, relook at what we have done, not rest on our laurels. Laurels are many, but we cannot rest on our achievements. We cannot feel satisfied. No society, no business, no community, no country has ever achieved great heights of success or greatness by being satisfied with what one has achieved. We have to all start thinking like the young startups, permanently in a state of anxiety to do more, permanently wanting to challenge ourselves. What more can we do? What better can we do? My brother Chirag Paswan ji very rightly said, why should we be exporting raw shrimp when we can export ready to eat, value added, branded, and he made particular reference to quality, high quality processed Indian seafood, which will command a premium on every shelf from Tokyo to San Francisco, from Zurich all the way down to Johannesburg. The world today is looking up to India. After all, it is no mean achievement that under Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's leadership, we have been able to conclude 9 free trade agreements only in the last 3.5 years. These 9, incidentally, cover 38 countries, and not a single country out of these 38 is a country which is not a developed country, a rich country, a prosperous country. All 38 countries have high per capita incomes. They are not our competitors. We complement each other. We can provide to them products, services, which they need from India. We have the talent, we have the youthful energy, we have the skills to be able to serve the world high quality products, goods and services. We need to aspire to leverage all these 38 countries' markets where we will have the most preferential access so that we can truly take the fisheries sector to greater heights. Honorable Minister Lalan Singh ji and I were discussing only a week ago when we conceptualized this program under his leadership that this is a sector which should set a target no less than $30 billion in the next 5 years. That's 2.5 times growth over what we are doing today. This 8 billion has to become 30 billion in the next 5 years. It'll happen by higher production. It'll happen by proper care on quality to ensure, and quarantine issue came up, I was delighted. I hope through the PM Matsya Sampada Yojana, in which the central government has committed 21,000 crores. Never before has the fishing sector seen this kind of values available to promote the sector. And under Honorable Minister Lalan Singh Ji and his team led by Mr. Likhi, I have no doubt every single rupee invested in the seafood sector, in your industry, will help us take the sector to greater heights, not only in the coastal states, but across the country. Every landlocked state also, we would wish to promote more and more the fisheries and aquaculture sector. Fish is not only about export. Fish also provides huge nutrition to 140 crore Indians and those who have that. It can be a source of nutrition. It can be a source of energy. And therefore, let me put a question to all of you friends. The question that must guide all of our actions from today onwards. Can we all agree to take India's fish across the world to every country in the world? Work towards opening new markets. Work towards expanding our production, both for domestic consumption and export. Reduce the export of raw shrimp and other fish products. Make ready-to-eat products, value-added products, branded products. Can we all decide that on the plate of every kitchen around the world, our Indian fish will find a place? Can we all decide that going forward, as the world is opening their doors to greater market access for India, we will leverage every opportunity so that the world sees India as the top producer of sea products, of marine products? Can we all decide that we will collectively promote self-help groups or cooperatives which can own and operate deep sea vessels so that we can exploit our EEZ area and not let other countries' vessels come into India or our EEZ area and take our fish out of our waters? Can we not all put our fishermen together in the form of cooperatives so that the benefit of deep sea fishing is enjoyed, the fruits of the labor is enjoyed by all our fishermen across the country? Let us build brands, friends, not just volumes. Let us empower our fishermen, our MSMEs, our startups, establish more incubation centers. Look to the deep sea in a new way to capture the seas. And finally, become, as the Honorable Prime Minister said, when the global seas are rough, the world looks for a steady lighthouse. India is well poised to play that role. Can we become the lighthouse to the world when it comes to the fishing sector? Should not every country in the world look up to you, ladies and gentlemen, as the master fishermen, as the best produce in the world? That is the spirit of Viksit Bharat, to transform India from a leading producer of seafood into a globally trusted brand, supplier of high quality, sustainable, traceable and value-added marine products. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to meet all of you, and all the best for this two-day workshop.
बहुत बहुत आभार माननीय केंद्रीय वाणिज्य और उद्योग मंत्री श्री पीयूष गोयल जी का, उनकी उपस्थिति और उनके संबोधन और मार्गदर्शन के लिए। देवी सज्जनों, हमारे लिए बहुत सौभाग्य की बात है कि इस 2 दिवसीय राष्ट्रीय कार्यशाला का उद्घाटन आंध्र प्रदेश के यशस्वी मुख्यमंत्री माननीय श्री एन चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी के कर कमलों से हुआ है। नाउ आई विल रिक्वेस्ट ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर, our visionary leader, Shri N. Chandrababu Naidu ji, to deliver his inaugural address on this occasion. Honorable Chief Minister, sir.
Honorable Minister, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Sri Piyush Goyal ji, Honorable Minister, Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry, Dairy and also Panchayat Raj, Sri Rajiv Ranjan Singh ji, known as popularly Lalan Singh ji, very good friend of mine, Honorable Minister for Food Processing and Industries, Chirag Paswan ji, old association, family bond. His father used to work with my father-in-law. That is the bond we had. I am very happy to see him here. Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu, Honorable Minister for Civil Aviation, Acham Naidu, my colleague, Dola Sri Balaveeranjane Swami, my colleague, Secretary, Department of Fisheries, Government of India, Abhilash Likhi, Additional Secretary, Department of Commerce, Government of India, Ajay Bado, and also here, Honorable Parliament members, Honorable legislatures, scientists, investors, industry leaders, exporters, aquaculture farmers, fishermen, department officials, and esteemed guests and friends. First of all, I want to welcome all of you to this beautiful city, Visakhapatnam, the gateway to India's eastern coast and one of the fastest growing maritime cities in the country itself. First of all, I have to thank Honorable Minister. Recently, they have notified Bhimavaram brackish water aquaculture in Andhra Pradesh. Just now, he has announced Kakinada port modernization also. And also he asked me, if you give land, we are going to start regional office of fisheries. Immediately I am offering. Within 15 days, we are going to give office first. After that, how much land you want, I am prepared to give. Immediately he is going to set up regional office. If there is no regional office of fisheries in Andhra Pradesh, there is no meaning because we are the main contributors for fishing department. Today, it is a historic meeting. Always we are talking steel, silicon, or technology, but today we gathered here to shape the future of an economic revolution through blue economy. That is the future. I am very happy we are all here. A revolution forward, not throughout history, civilization have flourished wherever water flowed. The Nile River nurtured Egypt. The Indus River sustained one of the world's largest civilization, that is ancient India. We are very fortunate. Godavari and Krishna shaped the prosperity of Andhra Pradesh. Even today, we are contributing aquaculture because of Godavari and Krishna rivers. That is the beauty of Andhra Pradesh. Blue economy, it is a reality. Future is with the blue economy. If you see here, we are the second largest producer of fish and seafood. Everybody told 197 lakh metric tons we are producing. And at the same time, last year record exports, that is nearly 19.3 lakh metric tons, 8.28 billion US dollars. These numbers by seeing very impressive. But they also reveal something more important. Global market, as our minister has rightly mentioned, 164 billion US dollars. Our contribution is only 5%. Under the same time, for the last 1 decade, we are able to grow nearly 70%. If you see these figures, there is a lot of opportunity. All the stakeholders who are all assembled here. Really, I am thanking Lalan Singh ji and also Piyush ji. When there was a crisis, America increased the tariff just like anything. At that time, they searched alternative markets. Short time, they are able to make all our exporters way forward. I am really very happy, and I am thanking on behalf of Andhra Pradesh. When there is a crisis, they stood with us, they sorted out the problem, both of them. You are all aware, 28% of India's total production of fish is from Andhra Pradesh. 66% of India's shrimp production is from Andhra Pradesh. 38% of India's seafood export earnings are from Andhra Pradesh. More than 28,000 crores worth of seafood exports annually. When Andhra Pradesh grows, India's seafood exports grow. When Andhra Pradesh innovates, India's blue economy advances. Opportunities, if you see, among agriculture exports, all put together, marine products 7.41 billion, non-basmati 6.53 billion, basmati 5.94, spices 4.45, buffalo meat it is only 4.06, all others are very less. Honorable Minister has given very ambitious plan. Another 5 years, from 8.5 billion US dollars to 30 billion US dollars. We are all thinking, is it possible or not? One example I am giving you. Around 2014, our GVA, 22,700 crores. Now, within 1 decade, our GVA contribution 1.53 lakh crores. Growth over 570%. India has grown 70%. We have grown exports, they have grown 70%. We have grown fish production 570%. That is the growth Andhra Pradesh has achieved. I am totally confident what Piyush ji has rightly mentioned, it is possible. This success I can attribute to aquaculture farmers and also fishermen. Very, very innovative and dynamic entrepreneurs and also women who are all contributing here. Just now we have seen Aditya Aqua. smart green aquaculture is in Hyderabad. But I am confident is beneficiary of my technology. This is where I promoted technology long back. He is making use of that technology and he is going innovative way. That is where he revolutionized India's first inland commercial scale aqua farm. All of us are thinking this very interesting fish, all these things, it will come only in sea or inland waters. But Hyderabad, you know very well, the climate zone and everything. There he produced all these things and he is able to export all over the world now. I am very happy. I congratulate. Many more entrepreneurs are like this with startups. Andhra Pradesh is having strong base, 1,000-kilometer sea coast, plenty of water, Krishna, Godavari. And also we are very strong in technology. IT means Telugu, India. India, 35% IT is from Telugu states, that is Andhra and Telangana. And also we are having very strong logistics base. We are having number of ports and airports. Here, all 4 ministers are there. I am very happy. One is concerned aquaculture minister. He will produce, he will give incentives, everything. And at the same time, marketing creator is very important. He has to bring so many MOUs, networking, all these things. USG is there. Value addition, much more important. Otherwise, low price, everything. There our Paswanji is there. Logistics, right time. He has to take to the different countries' destination. Valuation for our product. That is where Ram Mohan Naidu is here. All 4 are here. Our Honorable Prime Minister, you are all aware. A right man, a right place. That is the right choice also. That is where Honorable Prime Minister. He is promoting India. India brand is very, very strong. Now it is very easy for PUSG to network because his goodwill. He can network, he told very clearly, all over the world, all countries, one day, every kitchen will have India aqua. That is his dream. I am confident it is possible. Here all leaders are here. I am requesting you one thing. Future, all of us has to keep it in mind. Quality, sustainability, traceability, innovation every day, not once in a way. Every day what you are doing, you have to think again, innovate differently. Zero pollution. As on today, all your speakers were talking, 12% valuation we are doing. And at the same time, so much of pollution because of leftover aquaculture waste. In fish, nothing is waste. Even bones, rich protein. Even every part of fish, if you can go, rich minerals or protein or very, very medicinal values, pharmaceutical values. There, just now Secretary is telling to me, from Iceland, they are coming, they want to work with Bhimavaram farmers. That is where department has to work. towards that direction. Even innovators are all you are here. I am just now one or two entrepreneurs told very clearly registration and also traceability. That is our vision. We are working. Every farm, every pond identified, every batch traceable, every export quality they can look after. Where is the product? What is the process? And also what is the nutrition values, quality, everything they can go through, they can track back. That is what we are doing. I wanted to request Government of India, this is the time. All of us has to work clearly. As on today, export-wise, if you see, we are in 7th place. China, 20.18 billion US dollars. Norway, 15.98 billion. Ecuador, 9.2 billion. And also Vietnam, 8.3 billion. Chile, 7.8 billion. We are this year to 24, 7.2 billion. But we have to learn lessons from all these things. Norway, they are doing very well, brand and trust. Vietnam, export ecosystem. Even here, our product is going to Vietnam, then they are adding value, they are exporting different countries. China, value addition. Ecuador, traceability. Chile, innovation. I want to request all players here. With all these things, you have to keep in mind all stakeholders, not one stakeholder. Every stakeholder has to contribute for this. We have to build trustworthy band, then only we can achieve this. I am requesting all of us how to build. I am very happy. What all possible we will do our best as a state. Government of India also will come forward. We will work together and then make India very, very strong in aqua. Scale like China, mega seafood processing parks. That is where Paswanji has to help all of us. Brand like Norway, through Andhra shrimp and India seafood. India will be the lighthouse for aqua. Andhra will be further focused. Central point of that lighthouse will be Andhra Pradesh. I wanted to build here all ecosystems. Wherever we are weak, either R&D or innovations, even traceability, everything we have to bring together. Here I am requesting all of us, we are moving in the direction. Amaravati, Bhimavaram, Kakinada, Visakhapatnam, Krishnapatnam, Nellore, 6 centers will make it. This is one sector I wanted to focus more. And also I am requesting all of you, 100% circular economy you have to go. Zero waste. When we are going to reach, that is very, very important. Even in this, so many byproducts, even fillets, food, obviously, head and bones, we can use it differently. Even skin, liver, collagen, shrimp shells, guts, offal. Like this, everything is useful. Why can't all of you watch globally and also come back with innovations? Any incentives in Andhra Pradesh, we are prepared to give you and promote one of the best aquaculture hub in the world itself. That is our aim. I am prepared to work with all of you. Then ultimately, as our Honorable Minister has rightly mentioned, 2030, he has given very ambitious plan. I thought double. He has given an ambitious plan of 4 times. But by seeing this, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Provided stakeholders, all of you, and Government of India and governments will work together, it is possible. That is where we are very clear to work with you. Our farmers transformed ponds into prosperity. Our entrepreneurs transformed opportunity into exports. Our scientists transformed knowledge into productivity. But today, we have to take it next level. That is the biggest challenge for all of us. Here, finally, 2047 Vikasit Bharat. Now together, we must transform the blue economy into a pillar of Viksit Bharat 2047. From pond to port, from farmer to global consumer, from blue economy to Vikasit Bharat. Let the waters of Andhra Pradesh carry India's aspirations to every corner of the world. Let us build not merely a seafood industry, let us build a global model of sustainable prosperity. Always, I'm requesting all of you, always the future of India's blue economy will not be written on papers. It will be written on waters. And Andhra Pradesh is ready to lead that journey. I request all of you, you belong to Indians. One of the best ecosystem we are creating here. Any knowledge, just now Aditya has told me he wanted to meet me. My doors are open. A phone call away, I am available. You can come and meet me. We'll encourage you. All your innovations will take to the logical conclusion. Not only you, all others I am requesting, either technology experts or product innovators or new ideas or exporters to take lead. Anybody is having any new idea, you come to Andhra Pradesh, you trust us, you test us. Earlier I used to talk about ease of doing business. Now we are talking speed of doing business. That is our way of doing. Once, if you come and join us, from then onwards, it is our industry. It is our responsibility to navigate, to take to the logical conclusion. I am very happy. Today, Environmental Day. This is also very, very important. For sustainability, just now one entrepreneur has mentioned, because of environment, disease profile is coming and also so many problems are coming. Even some people are mentioned. I am very happy Ministry is here. One stakeholder, another stakeholder conflict. Sometimes Government of India also, but PSG is doing very well, balancing, is listening, is balancing. Sometimes the right time, we won't export. Sometimes wrong time we will import. Thereby agriculture products and also country will have a problem. But always he is doing his best to balance. By end of this meeting or future, all of us has to work together how to bring sustainability. Environment also is very, very important. pollution is there, then all problems will come. This is one industry we have to take extra precautions. That's why today I wanted to motivate for future. Aqua food is one where it will give you good health also. I wanted to make it very clear. All over the world, food habits are changing. Earlier, everybody used to eat only rice or some vegetables. Today, food habits have been changed. So many people are not eating carbohydrates. They are going only protein. Protein is available very rich only in fish and also chicken or egg. That is where we are having lot of opportunities. Again, I am telling you, this is one sector. Abundant opportunities for us within the country, outside the country. Even I am promoting to eat more and more fish because you will have more and more intake of protein. Thereby, no need to go to doctor. That is one area I am promoting in a big way. And also I am promoting one more thing. Have cycle. And then every day go to office in cycle, electrical cycle. Half an hour. Happily you can travel. Whenever you want to do exercise also, you can have a pedaling. Then your exercise will be completed. Then you can maintain good health forever. That's why Environmental Day, I came here in a cycle. I am also promoting all of you. This is where you can reduce the diesel consumption, diesel and petrol consumption. Then green energy we can promote in a big way. Our Honorable Prime Minister is promoting Suryagar, rooftop, and also Kusum, where pump sets. All of us will follow this. Then petrol and diesel consumption also will be reduced drastically. We have to think alternative ways, then only country will benefit. I don't have any doubt, future is ours. What Piyush ji has told very clearly, our honorable, this decade, I can say this century belongs to Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Already 25 years as Chief Minister and Prime Minister. You can imagine this century, 21st century belongs to him. He wanted to make again, coming centuries are going to belong for India. That means another 5-6 centuries together. If all of us will position very well and balanced way, then we can do wonders in the near future. Just now Ram Mohan has told very clearly how many airports he is going to build. Every minister is saying what is their agenda for future. If all these things will happen, then nothing, nobody can beat us. India will become a great country. That is possible only through our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. He has completed 12 years in office. We have to strengthen him. To strengthen him and to strengthen the nation, we have to do our best in whatever you are working, either in politics or technology or industry or farming. Everybody has to exceed your best. With this, anyway, we are going to announce, I am having long wish list with all ministers. Not for me, it is to create ecosystem. Then we will make Andhra Pradesh as a model for aquaculture and also for export industry through seafood. With this, all the best for all of you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, sir. We have our deep gratitude to Honorable Chief Minister, sir, for his kind and encouraging words. देवेश सज्जनों, एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया श्री अजय भादु जी से निवेदन है वे सभी डिग्निटीज का आपका इनॉग्रल सेशन में आपकी उपस्थिति के लिए आभार व्यक्त करने के लिए पधारे विद हिज वोट ऑफ थैंक्स। अजय भादु जी।
On behalf of the Ministry of Commerce and on behalf of Ministry of Fisheries and on behalf of all of you, I would like to express my deep gratitude to Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Piyush Goyal ji, Honorable Minister for Commerce and Industry, Government of India, Shri Rajiv Ranjan Singh ji, Honorable Minister for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry, Dairy and Panchayati Raj, Government of India, Shri Kunjarapu Naidu ji, Honorable Minister for Civil Aviation, Shri Chirag Paswan